Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here at my favorite place. So today's day, look, I'm not gonna say it did not go my way. It's actually just perfect. But what actually happened, I had planned to tackle some chapters and then, long story short, don't want to get into it, so I couldn't. So then I decided, you know what, let me just do my admin for the morning, because I have to find books, I have to get financial calculators, I have to do all sorts of things. So let me do those things, because surely I should have time for admin as well. And then then I went even to Cash Crusaders to find a financial calculator, because I actually do have one and I just bought a battery. And I mean, it did not work that much, but obviously, they get old and the screen is just like not showing the digits. So I'm looking for a new one, but I'm not prepared to pay the price, so I'm just trying to see where I can get for cheap. So anyway, we are back here, and so I couldn't find it at Cash Crusaders. So then I went to Food Lovers, because it's in the same area. I was actually looking for fish, and then when I got to the fishmonger, the guy says, because I love dorado fish, it's like a cross between like snook and something, but it has no bones. It's a beautiful fish. It's got a beautiful flesh, and it's the price is reasonable as I know it. So anyway, I go there. I'm like, okay, can I have some dorado fish? And it was not such a big fish. Usually I would buy like a nice big fish, and it would cost me like, say, 140 rand or 160, something like that. So anyway, when this guy weighed this fish, he says it's like almost 300 rand. I said, what? I said, but why? It's normally not like that, and this is not even such a big fish. He says, no, I don't know, because they have a new guy who's managing the department, and he's making the prices so expensive. So I said, geez, I mean, it's dorado. I'm not buying like king clip or salmon or anything like that. So anyway, I was like, okay, it's fine, give me the dorado fish. And then I said, oh no, actually not, don't. I have to, under protest, I'm not going to buy it, because this guy ought to know that we're not going to buy the fish, because the prices are ridiculous. As he says himself, the guy who was there at the counter, they used to charge like 59 rand a kilo, and now it's like 79 rand, 80 something, whatever. And he himself says it's expensive. So I said, well, on that note, let us not support this. So I'm not going to buy it. Let's leave it. So of course, I then came home and thinking, okay, what am I going to do for supper now? Because my plan was, because I was actually less for fish and chips. And, I was going to do chips, because I feel like chips. Actually, my daughter asked me when she saw the potatoes, or the chips was, peeling the potatoes. She says, are we having chips? I said, yes, we're having chips. So she's like, are we supposed to have chips though? I said, yes, because like I feel like chips, and so also we can't be eating cucumber every day. No, no, we can do the healthy thing in moderation. Obviously she's into that, eating healthy and Pilates and whatever things, which is fantastic. I love it for her. It's great. But, you know, I also am one who feels like, you know, do things in moderation. Like, don't be like, okay, you can't be eating healthy every day. Sometimes you feel like slap chips, and that's what I feel like. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, but what I wanted to share with you is that I will show you what I'm making, because okay, eventually I am making chips, and I'm roasting a pork belly that I had in the fridge. So yeah, that will be supper. But I want to show you actually the fruit that I found and got from Food Lovers, which was absolutely amazing. See these punnets of figs. Obviously figs are in season right now. Actually, there's a lady in our area that's also selling figs from the figgery, the farm in Worcester. So I buy from her, and like I don't even buy the good stuff, you know what I mean? Like I buy the ones that fall off the tree. They really like small and not, you know, beautiful, but you know, they are figs. So I'll say it's not first grade. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's like 30 rand a kilo, which is very reasonable price. So I buy those every week from her. And then I saw these at Food Lovers, this punnet like 3 for 25 rand. So I thought, great, this is awesome. So I'm gonna make a fruit salad. I want to show you what it's gonna look like, and also some kiwi fruit. It's like 3 for 25 rand, which are really great. And what else? The dragon fruit. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Dragon fruit. They were 2 for 30 rand. Now, if you go to some other place to get these babies, you're gonna pay a much a lot of money for them. So I thought that was a brilliant price, 2 for 30 rand. What else did I get there? Avos. Got some avos, 2 for 25 rand or something. So a reasonable price. It's still above the, you know, norm when it's in a good price. And then they had pomegranates. Ooh, but these babies, they have these, and 3 for 10 rand? Yeah, 3 for 10 rand. 3 for 10 rand, these lovelies. I'm going to show you because my husband already opened one for me. Look how sweet they are. They're like little jewels. So lovely. Okay, so we're going to come in my fruit, and prickly pears, 3 for 10 rand as well. 3 for 10 rand. This was lovely. So anyway, let me not burn my meat. Just give me a moment to go and check what's going on here. Look at that. That's the pork belly. Look at that. I think it looks fine now. So, but I'm just gonna put it back in the oven, but like switch off the stove. Okay, so there we go. I'm switching off the stove. Okay, my chips are cooking. don't know, I have a certain, like I said, I want slap chips, but it's not actually like slap chips, because if it was slap chips, I would close the lid of the pot. But how I like my chips is that they are like, you cook them as though it's going to be slap chips with the lid on, and then you open the lid and you let them, dry up and kind of like roast outside, so they like crispy on the outside and very soft on the inside. So that is like how I love them. And I was telling my children how, we used to love chips basically. I mean, we ate a lot of chips. I remember from school, we would be frying chips when we come back from school. You would like rush home, and so that, I mean, there were like how many of us, and want to be there first so that, they don't finish the potatoes, because we just love chips. And I had my cousin, oh, but he loved chips. He was, if you saw him, he was always frying chips. And okay, I mean, why I'm not telling you about the mango is because I like the skin. Is because I did not buy it from Food Lovers. I must say that I do become skeptical. Fruit, you just have to like judge it, you know what I mean? Like, because you can never be assured that it's the right quality. And so these mangoes, I bought these at Woolworths, even though I do find lately that their quality is not what it used to be. I mean, many a times I had to just send stuff back every time. But like your fruit and vegetables, but now I'm actually trying to stop to buy from there, because like you can't be guaranteed if you buy fruit from just a random place. But now I want to actually buy from the farmers in Stellenbosch. I've actually googled some places. They deliver to your house, but if you buy for a certain amount of money. So what I thought we're gonna do, I said to my husband, we must order first, the first order, and just see what the quality is like. And then when we've seen the quality, we rope in our neighbors. So when I get my consignment, I will then go around and show them and say, hey, we can get fresh fruit and vegetables like weekly delivered to us. So they must club in, they must put in the order, so we buy in bulk. They can deliver at one place. So that's what we're trying to do, because it's so important that whatever you buy is what it's supposed to be. If you buying sweet potatoes, it must be sweet, right? That's why it's called a sweet potato. You expecting, for me, it's just so traumatizing when you're expecting a fruit and it's not tasting like what it's supposed to taste. Anyway, let's make the fruit salad. So we can eat this for dessert, and of course we can, because I always eat fruit, or I prefer fruit for breakfast. And not just that, also because my stomach movements are not that regular, so I try to make sure my intake of fiber is of the highest. So yeah, that helps a bit, because otherwise my stomach can be stuck for days, like seriously. Anyway, so I have a story to tell. So when I went to Food Lovers, so anyway, yeah, after now I'm not getting the fish, so I went to the deli to buy some pesto, basil pesto. I usually make my own pesto, but the garden has not given me any basil lately, so now I bought basil pesto. And then this one, it's a bit overripe. It's a bit overripe. But it's beautifully sweet. Look how beautiful that looks. Looks gorgeous. And some mangoes. I think I better take that meat out of the oven, because it's going to overcook, even though I turned off the oven, but it's still cooking. I actually don't know how long it's supposed to go for, because I never time anything, because I always like trust my eye, and you know that I will see when it's supposed to come out. It's fine. I shall eat that. I shall eat that. The mangoes and the kiwi fruit. I do the kiwi fruit whole, because I don't take away the skin, because apparently that is the healthiest part of the fruits. So anyway, so because I'm studying, I was actually looking for a calculator. So I even contacted a friend of mine, ex-colleague. She just retired, and because my study is in the financial, and you know, we were working in the financial services And so I was saying to her, well, I was asking if she's got a financial calculator. So she was like, yeah, she's got it. I can use hers. So I said, cool. But, you know, I just, because hers is a Sharp and I'm used to an HP. So I said, okay, no, cool, thank you very much. But I'm going to first try and get an HP. And, you know, because, oh, let me just check my chips here. Perfect. 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 Just how I like them. Just give it a few minutes now for it to do exactly what I want. Yeah, so she was like, I said, but I'll come back to you on that one. And now cutting the prickly pear. So, see, it's so easy. And so I said to her, listen, I think that you and I should like meet every week to discuss, you know, my school content, like, you know, not like to help me with anything, but like just to have someone to bounce things off, because I'm working through UNISA. So, you know, it's a bit cold because you don't really get engagement from anyone, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the lecturers are very lazy as far as I'm concerned, because like if you ask them anything, it's like they don't want to work. So I'm like, I'm done with that, okay? And it's not even like asking anything, it's just like just checking information. And I feel like sometimes it's like they don't want to be challenged. It's like, you know, they offish. It's like, oh no, whatever. So I said, you know, let's meet up every, my bowl is too little, so let me just get another bowl. Because this one is just not by doing the things. I don't know how this one works. This one works. But say yay. Are you tired? Oh wait.
Where's the dragon fruit?
It's coming, it's coming. The dragon fruit is coming.
I've never had dragon fruit.
Huh?
Never had dragon fruit.
The what?
Never had
Never.
dragon fruit.
Not on my watch. You will have it. You shall have it.
It was the way
I shall not die.
it was the way my friend asked me. They're like, because we want to go out for Valentine's. So she was like, Lema, do you eat oysters? And she's like, you know what? Never mind. Probably with your mother's cooking you do. I was like, you'd be shocked that the first time I had an oyster was this year. You'd be shocked.
But you did.
But I had it. Nonetheless.
So,
Oh, you're using your fancy apron.
yeah.
So did you decide to give the air fryer a miss today?
Sorry?
Did you decide to give the air fryer a miss today?
Air fryer, what are you talking about? I'm into slap chips today. Like, there are things you can't just
It's like
air fry.
have fruit and slap chips.
Yeah, you know. Yes,
Balance.
yes, girly. It's like all in moderation, right? So I'm here, guys. I am here. I'm just taking the chips off the pan. Okay, so these are my chips. These are my chips. Lovely and golden and ooh, because they are like crispy. Oh my gosh, like
Look at you eating the chips already.
Huh? What did you say?
Look at you eating the chips already.
But here's the chips.
I'm not going on camera for chips.
You can eat. They are to be eaten. I made my special shebeen sauce. You know, I'm saying like my special shebeen sauce because my mom used to run a shebeen, and she used to make that sauce. Yo, that sauce was like, yo. So,
God loves it.
Okay. So what did you say?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. Okay, but another prickly pear.
I
So I wanted to tell you the story about the prickly pear. So then I was at the aisle now, you know, just like choosing the prickly pears, selecting. So this Afrikaans man comes to me. He was being nice, Shame. He was being nice. He was like, oh, you must be careful, the thorns, it's got thorns and whatnot, you know. So I was like, oh, you know, I grew up on prickly pears because in the Eastern Cape where I went to school, that was like in sub B and standard 2. It was in sub B and standard 2 and standard 4, okay. So we used to have prickly pears on the way to school.
Was this just like at somebody's house? Like you would just pick
No, in the veld.
Oh.
Didn't I have 3? Did I already like?
I thought you used it.
Okay, so yeah, so we used to like pick them. Now remember, when you pick them, the thorns are like that. So I said, no, I'm quite efficient to handle prickly pears. So no, don't you worry, I'm fine. So, but thank you so much. I said, no, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And so there was another lady who was watching this whole engagement. So this lady was like, and now talking about that, I can actually feel the thorn here on me. So much for being competent. So much for being competent.
So much for experience.
Exactly. It's like my karma, eh? That man is like, yeah, be competent now, let's see. So anyway, so this lady was like, an Afrikaans lady, old lady. She's like, Tolofia. And then she started speaking as Tos. So I was talking to her, you know, telling her that, you know, I grew up with these things. Now I don't actually know how to do this. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at
It's
that.
the white one.
Look at that. This is so amazing.
People literally take that, half it, and eat it out with a spoon.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna like
Oh my word, I've never had dragon fruit.
do. I'm gonna do
And
that.
today is the day I will eat a dragon fruit.
You shall eat a dragon fruit, my child. So
The only thing I will leave this earth not having eaten is probably like crickets and mubani worms and stuff like that.
you should, hey, you should.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get to heaven and you say, no, I didn't eat? And God is like, how?
Because I chose not to.
I created all of that for you. And now you're telling me you didn't eat it? Now please go back. Go back. Look at that, baby. Look at that.
I'll eat a lot of things, but
isn't God just amazing, guys? Like, how does He create these things? The beauty. Look at this. The beauty. The beauty. Now come have.
Honestly, because some people be saying dragon fruit tastes like nothing.
Tastes like nothing. All this beauty tastes like nothing. Like, for real. Okay, they are right. They are right, eh?
It tastes like nothing.
You see, the thing is this, right? I was actually telling them now that, you know, not that somebody wants to be snobbish or anything, but unfortunately, like I was telling them that this mango I bought at Woolworths, because like you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
Because you want to be assured of the supplier and who picks and
You
what.
can't be assured because Woolworths is also...
Yeah, but I did say also, but they are also not doing the things. But like fruit, I'm not going to
Very specifically
choose to buy them anyway. You know what I mean? I'd rather go and pay the price, but like, if you go to Woolworths and buy dragon fruit, ooh, hi girl, you must be prepared.
It'll be like 50 bucks a dragon fruit.
Exactly, it's gonna break the bank. You know what I mean? So, but the point is,
where did you buy it? From which?
From Food Lovers. So I wanted to make this fruit salad and I wanted it to look beautiful.
At least it looks pretty.
Yeah. So, but I mean, pretty is not enough. It must taste what it looks. You know what I mean? So it can't just like taste like nothing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Gordon Ramsay would buy it from Woolworths.
I mean, yes, but I'm not Gordon Ramsay, and I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like buying fruit from Woolworths. It's a bit like too steep. But like, you try to be like, okay, an apple must taste like an apple, you know?
Not an onion.
Not an onion kind of situation. Okay, so what else? We've got everything. So now we're going to hit the pomegranate.
You know what it tastes like? It's very subtle, but it tastes like kiwi.
Please make sure these don't, because they stain actually.
It's giving very subtle kiwi.
But kiwi tastes like kiwi, you know? Have your own personality. Like, seriously. I can't stand a fruit that don't have a personality. You can't.
Like original.
You can't be tasting like.
Like, come on.
No, man.
Be for real.
Let's not do that.
Have a personality in 2023.
I'm sure God spent time to create you.
And then you went and stole someone else's
identity. And for you
identity.
to be wanting to look like a kiwi?
No.
Like, no, let's not do that.
Come on.
Look at my plate.
At your big age.
Yeah?
At dragon fruit's big age. Wants to be a kiwi.
You are messing my ambiance here. Like, what are you doing? Being a mess. Look at these jewels, these little jewels. But the pomegranate is very sweet. It's beautiful. So the farmer, whoever supplies them, is the one.
He cares.
Yeah, they should just keep on. Because the others is like, you know, you can't just produce fruit for the sake of it. You must care for those orchards. You must like...
Those seeds are like your children.
Yes, like you must talk to them. You must pray for them. Do all the things. So there you go, guys. I shall show you the final picture, because now I must actually send my husband some information, because he's gone to get the calculator for me at a place, a guy, the person that sells it on Gumtree. Yeah, so they were gonna send the address, so I said I'll SMS it to him. What do you think of this fruit salad?
That looks very pretty.
Hey? Now imagine. Hey! You know what I'm thinking now? Remember when we went to that wilderness hotel?
We got the fruit cocktail from a tin.
And we got fruit from a tin. I was like, what in the hell? Hey?
That was crazy.
Oh, when I come back, I'm going to tell you the story about the pesto at Food Lovers. But I have to kill this segment because I have to talk to my husband and give him the address, because now he'll be panicking. Look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
Now that's a fruit salad.
Hey? Look at that. This is a fruit salad. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and do all the things. Goodbye. Look at my cute apron, eh? Like in the slave trade.
No, Aunt Jemima would never wear
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, look, I told you it's going to stain. Please take the thing and like, wipe it. Those pomegranates
that.
are... Huh? Nobody's going to see you crawling here.
Yeah, but just...
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.